Right, we back because my internet crashed. Yeah, my internet literally just dropped out. I was looking at my KBS meter to my right hand side and it's like 0 and I'm like, yeah, I've lost internet. And I've just noticed. That was useful. Right, I've got my cup of tea on back. The honest truth is as well, so I own £1 million, and the main reason I own £1 million, or I lease £1 million, is to get this lot of land, basically. So that one across, and then also this lot here. So it's kind of, I'm in a catch-22. I can pay it all back off by getting rid of the grass field and stuff. So I'm not sure. Half of me wants to move on, half of me doesn't. I feel like I haven't done enough on this map to move on. And that's what's holding me back at the moment. If that makes sense. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we'll have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 1, 2, 3, 4 different crops. And then we can do 4 different crops. So what we're looking at for this year's payment, 22 and 20 is a minimum. 200k. Okay. We need to earn 300k this winter. That's our target. Well, that's good. We're up to 82 on that. Tillage still doesn't exist. Nitrogen and pH. pH doesn't exist. So we got to do... Yeah. So I might be looking at going to year 5 on here. I weren't bad for guessing the line. I'm quite happy with that. Now, realism and going into darkness is a bit more of a challenge. It comes down to moisture. We're still running at 21 degrees, 8:30 at night. So I'm thinking, personally, what I'm thinking at the moment is... Yeah. in my mind, as I said, the contracts don't matter if we complete them or not. They're not a priority to get done. Getting our own fields is the priority. But I'm also going to cut everything in an order. And what I mean by that is we'll do all the canola fields first, plus the canola contract. Then we'll move on to our next field that's ready, and then we'll do the leading contracts. It's then, I know technically it probably wouldn't work like that in real life because of different suppliers and different grain merchants and da-da-da-da-da. But for the point of the game, keeping it semi-realistic, it's going to work like that. So next game day, the first job we'll do is we'll bale the 2 fields we've got. If I can get an extra couple of grand off the bales on that field, that would be absolute handy as anything. It's ready to harvest. We still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So the next field we'll be doing will be 35. And getting a 35 from our yard's quite dead easy. We should be pushing the score up, yeah, 82. It's tillage that's useless. Tillage and pH is where we're struggling slightly. So you can see where we've come across with the doodah. I think that's where that's our tyre tracks. It's interesting. I don't know what that's classing as, but that's where we're destroying the straw. So that's where our combine tracks are. And you can see the markings on the floor where the seeder was. So technically, yeah. So that's quite good that that's still there. Yeah, literally the internet just... It does this every now and again. It gets a blip where it just drops. So I A, have OBS crash on me, or B, my internet drops. But yeah, it literally just turned off and turned back on again. It was like... Don't worry, it's really starting to really frustrate me. I only want it for power and speed. I don't want it for horsepower, I just want it for speed. I might have messed up here. We're at 7,000 litres. And we're on the wrong side for emptying, so let's see if we can get to the trailer. Oh, we're at the top of the field anyway, so... No, because it won't have GPS. And I'll show you something in a minute as well. So I can only, for realism in my mind, I can only use the icon because technically it's the only one that would be fitted with GPS from the start. Because if it might just be me, but if I look at the base game JCB, if you look at that and you got that screen, right? But what you haven't got is a GP. You got no receiver on the roof. So from a realism point of view, that doesn't have GPS. So you would have to go to that. But again, I'm about to contradict myself because that's got no... Hang on. Okay, that is okay, I might have just contradicted myself. Okay, I might be modding this JCB, but from a realism point of view, the whole point of Icon is so you can have JCB its own thing on there. Also, this does 70 kph, whereas if I get the medium one, it only does 60. See what I mean by I'm following the GPS line, which is hilarious, because that took forever for it to correct itself. That was me just going, you know what? So I might be modding that JCB and putting a GPS receiver on it. Which will be fun, because I've never done that before. But for the minute, I might be able to get away with not needing the GPS. don't know if I can be asked to mod an actual, like a normal old school one as well. That's what I'm umming and ahhing at the moment. And that's where I'm at the moment. I'm umming and ahhing. I might put the old school one back in. Now I know it hasn't got a receiver on the roof. I didn't pick that up before. Okay, once I've done this field, I might be doing something stupid. And that is getting the old school JCB back in. So my crazy idea is getting the old school JCB back in and only modding it if it comes to fruition. Because I'll probably just nick an extra screen out of some other tractor. Because there's got to be another mod on here that has an option for GPS. That's got to be it. There you go, boom, configurations, GPS screen. But that's why I'm running this one as well, because I'm looking. You know what's funny? So this says 50 kph, but it's not changing that. From a realistic point of view with dew falling down out the sky, you probably would be close to calling it a night harvesting at 9 o'clock at night. It's 21 degrees. Do you reckon we have an hour left? Do you reckon you could go to 10 PM? Possibly. You're meant to be my decision maker, that's why I have you here. But no, I also find daylight in this game stupid. It should be daylight at 9 PM in middle of July. Depends what field. It's be another canola. The small contract canola field, then you'll get it done. Okay, what I'm going to do then is I'm going to whack the time down to half a time. No, exactly. This thing at night, you can't see nothing with this thing at night. Amazing how much light your actual combine gives. I really need to sell this and get a better trailer. Okay. I really need to get rid of that button. Yeah. We'll just pretend that never happened. It's a problem at night, you can't always see. I also, off screen, I've also moved I also moved this shed back, so it's not as in my way anymore. Yeah, and don't even get me started on the sheds. Oh, tell me about it. I think these are the LED upgrades on them. But yeah, you know the double shed over there that I had trouble with getting into? It would have taken forever to delete it. I don't know how well you are with modding, but I'll give you a little hint. This wall, I didn't mean to just do that. These walls and this ivy is separate to the barn. Mate, there's a few interesting things on here. I wouldn't say it makes you question. It just confuses you a little bit. At least we now can see. What the? Someone please explain to me. So you've got a cow field that they potentially can't just wander through and escape. I don't know if the thing is, I'm thinking realistically. Like, there's a couple of things on here that just make you go, what? It's more of a case of thinking. It's more of a case of thinking along the lines of it's not missing, but it's thinking more along the lines of realism. Like, the cow pasture at the top, there's an open cow pasture, had just an open fence. So I'm just like, unless you put, and I'm looking at it just going, and this is why I'm looking at the moment an actual cow barn to put up there, because you wouldn't have the cows in the field through the winter. You would have it through the summer, but you need it through the winter. And I don't know if I'm just looking too much detail in the stuff or not. I am going to try something in a minute as well. I don't know if my plan is going to work. The thing is, so around me, we've actually got a beef farm that through the winter, they put their cows into a normal arable shed that you store your tractors in. Literally half the year round, they'll have a tractor in or grain, and then as soon as it comes to winter, they just put straw down and bang their cows in. And it's what I've suggested in Mississippi. We actually just get an ordinary sized, an ordinary standard, like one of her grain sheds converted And it's like this, why do you have, if you've got this much grass, if you've got this much grass around you, why have you got an arable field tucked away down the bottom here? I don't blame you. Why didn't you tell me I've put... Why didn't you tell me I lined the, I lined this up wrong? To be honest, I've probably spent 10 hours ripping this map. A whole new one.
Same way you used to, I require more, better than we ever had before. Gon' be home, though I couldn't blame. Basic bottom troll, what do you want greater? I am no wave, be surfing. I show you how to get this paid, pull out the stacking. Been in a whole lot of
Question is that coming up here? No, it's not. It's interesting. It's funny, you can tell the LED lights are the normal. The LED lights are a lot whiter. Well, if you're thinking of doing a beef yard, this field here I think is quite flat. The problem is a lot of the fields around that farmyard is hilly. So just trying to find a flat plot of land is going to be your biggest issue. Also, what you'll find is the field boundary and what's been defined are completely different. Like, the crops never go to the far edge. Because some farmers do, the thing is, every crop reacts different to moisture. And I'm guessing at 20 degrees, it's still quite a warm night at 20 degrees. But I really wish someone made a moisture script. I really, really wish that. But yeah, this is kind of the smallest field you want on here. We're nearly up to year 4 on here. The problem is we don't have the same amount of income from the sugar beet this year. We haven't got that big sugar beet harvest contract that we've had for the last couple of years, which is kind of a bummer. So we've got to try and take the couple of contracts on the... There's nothing more. That's good. Yeah, the last couple of years we've had 39 as a sugar beet contract. We've only got 25 this year. I'm not even going to bother taking it on, I don't think. 25 as a sugar beet. I'm an R in. I don't know if I want that yet or not. The other thing is potatoes. We've got 3 and 22. So we've got 2 potato contracts. And 21, isn't it? Yeah. So I'm going to take them 3 on and just pray that that can give me enough cash flow. Because in an ideal world, we need to be at, I need 300k by February is my target to be able to get what I want done in the next year. Yeah, no, exactly. And there's some peculiar things in this map as well. For instance, 79 is a grass field. Never had a contract on it. To get to it, you got to drive through 19 to get to it. Never had. I don't think we've ever had a contract on this lot. This was another yard. I got rid of it and extended. But yeah, we got all of that as grass as well. I don't know if. Right, 2 seconds, chat.
of your own. Sure, you got places to go, but I just want you alone. Oh, yeah, yeah. I know it's hard to be you, all the things you need to do, but baby, it's hard for me too. Oh, yeah, yeah. Mayday, Mayday, is there anybody who can help me? I don't think my heart is working lately. I Get out the way. Who got a watch? Who got the time? I'm racing the clock. Even in my feelings, grind don't stop. Got big dreams, want big rocks. I got plans, you got talk. Heard it's real cheap, but it's really gon' cost. I'm trying to get these ends, build empires with my friends. I'm about handling my business. No time for stress over bullshit. You think success is an option? I'm trying to get this shit poppin' like woo. Big moves, my rules. Y'all heavy on the tweeting. I'll disappear a whole season like woo. Who said they looking for me? I'ma make you wait for it. Spend a few racks on a shopping spree. Yeah, I'ma make you pay for it. Tell them give it to me when I want it, please. Wait till I leg for it. Countdown for me. 12, 11, 10, 9. Ain't that I'ma make you wait for it. On my time. Yeah, I'ma make you pay for it. On my time.
Right. To be honest, with the amount of rain we've had today, that's my first. That was a gutter job just rang me. It's like. Don't get me started. Hang on, it's the sheep farm. Yeah, I deleted that. I got rid of it. And so that's deleted. So that grass field will be extended up there if I ever buy it.
You do the math, don't add up. Even on my worst day, down on my luck. I got the sauce, I'ma always come up. I tried it your way, that was a dub. I'm taking the wheel now, cause I trust me. I'ma go get these millions, I'm still hoping to win. You always had me waiting, and I'm about fresh out of patience. This time we switching positions. Now you under my submission, like woo. My rules, big moves. Y'all heavy on the tweeting. I'll disappear a whole season, like woo. Who said they looking for me? I'ma make you wait for it. Spend a few racks on a shopping spree. Yeah, I'ma make you pay for it. Tell them give it to me when I want it, please. Wait till I look for it. Countdown for me. 5, 4, 3, 2, I want. I'ma make
Oh yeah, mate, they are. I haven't got the ultimate pack, the Ultima. You know what's funny though? Is, and I don't know if you noticed this, so for £12,000, if I've still got it on here, you could get that 40,500 litres, or for exactly the same budget, you can get the AW trailer with 18 on it. I'm gonna have to replay this to listen to it. This is the problem we're having to choose copyright DCMA songs. It's basically the same 3-4 lyrics over and over and over again. It's funny, a lot of the time, the music plays in the background and I just zone out. And I don't even listen to what's going on. So I think, yeah, I've gone with, so I've chosen the playlist R&B and soul is what I've gone for as a genre for today. I sort of rotate between R&B, metal, rock and country. As it gets later into the night, I will roll to country as it gets later and later as the night rolls on.
Got me obsessed. Got me obsessed. You getting better with the times. Looking on your earth, tasting like some fine wine. Ex broke your heart, you can hear that through her mind. Nigga be calling, but you never mind. Cause you all mine. Pull up to my house late night, hit the brake lights and the shade right. I know what's up on your mind. Pour a couple shots with the Henny in my cup, and a couple moments later we be.
Don't forget perfect. No, I've already eaten. I've done that 4K. I've done that 4K on stream today. And you're about to ask what I've eaten, aren't you? Yeah, done that when I got home lunchtime. Or dinner time, should I say. Because it's technically... Fish and chips. I went out and bought some high decent cod. Yeah, because I've not had fish for a couple of weeks. So I was like, I'm in the mood for fish. And then, yeah, chips. Yeah. What are you thinking of having? And I love the way you had to remind me to do that. He's like, I know this kid too well, and I know what happens when he streams. If I don't remind him, you... I found the bail I lost, chat. You know that song that I sent you yesterday? I've been listening to it again today. And every time I hear it, I hear new lyrics every single time. The thing is, I don't know what I want. I had noodles for... I had a pot noodle for lunch for dinner yesterday. I've had enough of sandwiches at the moment because that's all I eat when I'm working is sandwiches. Your house supposed to be like, what the fuck? Don't worry, yesterday morning, I thought my housemate was out. And it's 7:30 in the morning. I was like, I took my headphones out. I had Spotify running. I had to turn my Spotify down because I was like, yeah, that's loud. Because I didn't know if he was home or not. Because I know one's out at the moment. I've got one still in. I was like, yeah. Don't worry, they're also probably thinking I'm freaking nuts with streaming and gaming and flipping up talking to you guys. Rich is being very quiet tonight. No, they've all got their own different jobs. So I've got one chap at the moment who works for a university. He's an engineer. But the cool thing is he's got a 3D printer. That's kind of interesting, just watching him run with a 3D printer. So now and again I just stop and I just listen to music that's coming through my ears. Yeah. It's interesting what you can do on a 3D printer. It's incredible. Just some stuff that's being played, it's like, at least you can say my stream with my music is varied. It's got a nice beat to this song has. Not sure if I like the lyrics. We've done well. £33 is all we've paid in wages so far for the day. So. So I walk everywhere with a ladder. Nah, to be honest with you, everything we do is pure, ultra purified water. So I've got a big tank in the van, pole system. So I've got 3 poles. I've got an 18-foot that does 2 stories. I've got a 22 that does 3 stories. And then I've got a 60-foot that does everything else. But in random interesting fact, down here, if you do a water hardness test, you get about 250 to 300 parts per million of crap in your water. Whereas the further north you go, it drops to 30, 40. Yeah. And even gutters, I've got a big vacuum system that I use, and we just suck it all out. It's so nice to have a nice big tractor. And that's the thing. We don't get much crop off these contracts, so it's kind of nice having the one big tractor and not having to empty halfway through. I definitely think if I'm going to be fussy with an upgrade, I might get it on for demo for next year. We potentially could get the X9 on demo next year. And of course, put the big topper on it. Might get that, do that on demo. But that's kind of where I'm at the moment is. Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah. Will that fit around the lanes? Didn't think of that. Don't know. We'll find out. Find out the dealer. I've got your £500,000 John Deere stuck. The bigger question is, will it go in the barn? That's the bigger question. Yeah, I've pretty much had this Fendt I've had pretty much since the 3rd or 4th. So that was basically the first tractor that I got on the used sales equipment. And it's still here with us. I think the Massey turned up to me with like 12, 13 hours on it. And it's up to like 18, 19 now. Thing is, a lot of them are the same tractor, they're just branded different. And a lot of them share very similar parts. I think case and I think if you look at the front of that, I can't remember which one it is, but if you look like that, and then you look at the front of that, there's not much different between, and a lot of them are the same. There's not many variants. Have I got a class tractor pack on it? Yeah, I have. Okay. Got a random idea. Because what? Atco own Fendt massive voucher. Yeah. I thought that may have been the case. There is a company that owns New Holland Case and Stayer. Yeah. Well, if you look on here, I can't remember which two it was, but the Landini and McCormack are the same tractors. They've even got like the same internals. There are a couple of stupid things, like field 54 fence. So the field goes like that on the actual, I'll see if I can demonstrate what I mean. If I do this, I go create job and I go course play, field position, bang. No, and then I go target position, boom. No, generate me a job. Do that. Is that gonna work? I'll have to clear it via the truck. I've just crashed my game. No, I haven't. There you go. Right. I'll show you something in a minute. That's just a bit interesting with just how stuff's done on the map. That's why I love running course play sometimes. Right, you see how that comes straight across there? So you see that one comes all the way round, but that one comes straight across. He's defined the edge of the field to there. The problem is there's a hedge that comes out there. There's a hedge that comes out to there that you cannot remove. Because if you remove that hedge there, it removes all of this hedge. Okay? And this hedge that runs down here. How he's done the hedging on this map is so frustrating. Because you can delete most of them, but there'll be one that's on top of a control group. And you physically can't get rid of it. Right, how much canola do we actually have in storage at the minute? Let's try and work out how much money we're going to make off this. So they're predicting at the moment £65,000. Give or take. Which isn't bad. But what we're going to do is we'll leave this here in the field overnight. We'll bring this back to the yard to get it repaired. And then in the morning we'll go and start that wheat field. I love it when a plan comes together. Right. So what we're going to do is imitate cleaning said combine. Because technically you would go and clean the combine before you start another crop. So, it's funny, even on half the time, it's amazing just how long it takes stuff to be done. But again, for realism, there's no way I'm upgrading the grain tank on here because it just wouldn't be realistic, or extend the auger. So yeah. I am going to log out and I'm going to try and force the JCB. I want to just try... I want to try something. I don't get stuck on a gateway. It's a problem not being able to see. I'm going to have to shut them gates. We'll open them back up again in a minute. Right, we've still got enough fuel for a minute. So, the plan... I've just noticed I haven't got full lighting. So, the plan is for the next game day. We have... I'll jump inside here quickly. Do that. Get rid of that. Right. Ready to harvest. So, we'll deal with 35 in a second. We've got... Ready to harvest. Right, what is... So I want to turn everything else off. Cotton is always turned off anyway. Right, so... Wheat. Ready to harvest. So we'll do 37 first. Then we'll do 7. Then... Because we've got 14's the only one of ours. So we'll do that one, that one. That one, that one, that one. And then we've got any barley. We've got 3 barley fields that are ready to go. And then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 oat fields as well. So yeah. We got enough to keep us going. Well, that's parked up so that can be imitated being cleaned overnight, just be able to start work. I wish you had tyre wear that you would actually have to realistically replace your tyres. So, right, we need...
Ceiling fan blowing cold breeze on your body. I can't tell you really what it is, but you got it. Make a in the morning, you got dresses in your closet, but you grab them tight, you in love with being modest.
13,300, give or take. So we're going to go with... So I'm going to drop in the silo. We need to make sure we got... I reckon we probably get away with 13. Don't matter if we add a little bit of cash to this. 13... 150 to 200. I'm thinking going 13,200. Hang on, where's it got to go? Mole Valley. Be worth just driving straight to Mole Valley now. That's not a bad shout. Okay, I'm going to do this the other way. I don't know if I'll be able to get around that corner. No, I won't. Okay. It's amazing we have to do to actually turn around, isn't it?
If it's love, I want everything. Touch my soul, touch my heart, don't judge my mental. They told me that life is simple, been real since Papa Pimple. I started out in the Renault Sonata, the presidential. Speak once and listen twice. They told me that less is simple. I'm observing in the room, I'll be flying all on the wall. Open mouth conversations.
I do not want to do that, because if I do that, it's going to end up going wrong.
Hoping I leave a scar. If you don't know where you've been, how you know where you are. Let's cruise in the night, I'm grooving it. Thought you said you was my type, I'm moving too slow. Text back like shit, I'm cool with it. I can match energies, babe, I'm moving you. Something throughout the time. Check my notifications, it wasn't love we was prepping for, but was something adjacent. I can't be wasting lines. I'm in for something to say in a time where everything vague and the in-between is not what it made out to seem. Everything is intention, but still I tend to do it wrong. Can you fault me for wanting you? Was you let alone? Both hurt, but I wasn't taunting you. I just thought it ought to be what I was supposed to do, else I wasn't approaching you. I put my heart on your sleeve, wore like a brooch to you, and all in all the outcome would be what it would be. You took a chance, I took the lead. We shook as sheets, advanced and did the deed. Don't blame it on me. We grown, it's a natural thing.
Well, 18,988. So 10 will be 8 grand left. 6,000 litres, give or take, I think is what we need left. So we'll tip to 8 and see. We'll give it 10,000 and we'll go from there. So yeah, but we'll head straight up and tip. This is what I've done it because Mole Valley's just here, you see. And then at least we get some cash flow in tonight. Speak once and listen twice. They told me that less is simple. I'm observing in the room. I'll be flying all on the wall. Open mouth conversations. I leave you all in some all. Cutting through the noise. I'm hoping I leave a scar. If you don't know where you've been, how you knowing where you are? Nigga, cruising the night. I'm grooving it. Thought you said you was my type. I'm moving too slow. Text back like shit. I'm cool with it. I can match energies, babe. I'm moving your flow. Throughout the time. Check my notifications. It wasn't love we was prepping for, but was something adjacent. I can't be wasting lines. I'm in for something to say. Okay, we now can afford to repair our Massey now. We've now got the money to repair the Massey. But priority will be fuel over the Massey. So I'm not planning to repair the Massey just yet. Oh yeah, I've also took this bit of top hedge out as well.
tänker på vad du sagt, den där ingenting alls. Ja, det kommer ordna sig. Lova, alltid dig på varann, inte utan min man. Men du måste lova mig att vi blir samma gamla, samma gamla, samma gamla, samma. Att vi blir samma gamla, samma gamla, samma gamla, samma gamla, samma gamla, samma. Varför ska jag låtsas? Kan inte låtsas som att det inte händer ofta när det händer gång på gång. Är du nöjd nu när jag är på gränsen till? Jag gör det svårt för oss båda, men ändå är allt jag vill att vi blir samma gamla, 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 samma
Tree may be getting cut down soon. Or I've got to remember to get in the editor and move it. Either or. I've got to do something with that. Yeah, it just sticks out more than the rest. To be honest with you, I like that tree line over a hedge. It would be more handy to have a hedge, but I like the tree line. That's why I've left it in.
I know you're lying. Don't you try it, no. You really shouldn't play with fire. Put it out with water. And now you're drowning. There's been a whole lot of trying, whole lot of crying, whole lot of telling me I should be dying or be like you. But I don't wanna be like you. There's been a whole lot of trying, whole lot of crying, whole lot of telling me I should be dying or be like you. But I don't wanna be like you. 'Cause I could do better. I could do better. I could do better than that. And you should know better. You should know better. You should know better than that. You're telling me I should go places. You're telling me that I'm too lazy. You are the one that is going crazy. Yeah. 'Cause you can't even hold your own. But you always know what's wrong with everyone else. How is that? You're gonna have to call your friends. Tell them that you're gonna be late. 'Cause I'm gonna need you to explain. There's been a whole lot of trying, whole lot of crying, whole lot of telling me I should be dying or be like you. But I don't wanna be like you. There's been a whole lot of trying, whole lot of crying, whole lot of telling me I should be dying or be like you. But I don't wanna be like you. 'Cause I could do better. I could do better. I could do better than that. And you should know better. You should know better. You should know better than that. I don't
Yeah.
need your help, I don't need your help, you should.
This is not even worth selling.
So yeah, I don't need your help, I don't need your help, you should help yourself. 'Cause there's been a whole lot of crying, a whole lot of trying, a whole lot of telling me I should be dying or be like you. I don't wanna be like you. There's been a whole lot of trying, a whole lot of crying, a lot of telling me I should be dying or be like you. I don't wanna be like you.
I'm not doing that tonight. I need somewhere to dump this. Where am I going to dump this? as he just drives around in circles. It's not even worth selling. It's worth about £500, I think. So I'm just basically just wanting to clear the front of that. But the problem is, what is annoying is you literally have to, every time you log into the game, you have to reactivate this. It's an absolute pain in the arse because every time you log out, it deactivates. But what I'm going to do off screen when I've got 5 minutes, I will edit the fermenters to try and get this put into the BGA. What's ironic is there's a couple of different types of on here. So you've got what's more annoying is I can't actually dump on these fermenters from underneath. If I want to load from underneath, I've got to put this in. So this will be a plan of mine to get one of these in to make the bales much easier. But what's the thing is, you've got that one. I don't even know how that works. It just piles up on the floor without a bunker, but it's 20,000 litres. You got that one, but it's 40k. I've gone for that one. That's 25 grand. Or you got that one that's 60k. That at least is a bit bigger, but has a roof on it. But the thing is, these don't even come up in the production menu, so I can't even just, like, it doesn't even recognise I've got it. So what I'm doing at the moment is I'm just making sure it doesn't overfill. So while I've got 5 minutes, while I'm waiting for the night time to clear, could have done with being just a bit wider than a standard bucket. In all honesty. Well, I got 5 minutes. I thought I'd just take out a couple of litres. Well, that should do for that. That then gives us, yeah, see, we're back down to 7,000 litres now. So yeah, we've got 164,000 litres in there. So I don't know if the thickness is good or not to have. One of them weird things.
Feels like the first time. Throw away all my pride. Don't wanna say I love you first, but holding it in just might make me burst. Love in the open, daydreaming, hoping, melting in our make-believe new worlds. Whispering winds bring the remembrance that you're my girl. No shame, no games. I wanna fall in love, fall in love. I'll be a savage, I'll be a baddest. Or do you like sweet caramel honey dipped? I'm yours till the beat flips. Don't let it slip. Give up my power. Yes, afraid to lose each other. Counting the hours till I see you again. Could you be life, lover, and best friend? Waiting for text back. Wondering where you at. Or who could you be with? No, I'm not possessive, but you're mine. I'ma let you live, no shame, no shame, no game. I wanna fall in love, vulnerable in love. Do you want classy? Do you want nasty, babe? I'll give you options. I'll be a perfect day. I'm yours till the night fades. No shame, and no game. I wanna fall.
The reason I brought this tractor back down as well is I'm going to do some baling next game day. I've been playing Construction Sim today for a change, just to freshen things up. Yeah, no, don't blame you. Well, what my plan in the minute is, I'm tempted to go and jump and do it. So, for Ark Survival Evolved, for Ark Survival Ascended, I am up to episode 4 ready on YouTube. So I might do a sneak preview, because that was the kind of plan. 3 hours on here, and then I might do a couple of hours on there tonight. It feels a lot later than 4:45 though. But you kind of need to keep changing the game up.
Don't conflate issues. Why you always jump to? Do I really
This came used as well. A couple of times I've had this come up used.
you so
Yeah, I'm loving the because the problem is the other one, so Survival Evolved, came out in 2015, so it's 9 years old. So they fixed a few issues, put a new engine on it, game engine, and yeah. Let's just throw that off. Right, I'm just gonna try and break the game and force it to do something before we go to the next game day. Let's just check the used equipment before I log out.
I'm
Nothing. Okay, let's go and try and break the game.
Tell me what you running for, 'cause you
But what I'm thinking of doing in a minute is, I'm thinking I've done 3 hours, so I'm thinking of dropping the stream for half an hour, have a small break. I want to try something.
come let down your guard.
Where's the icons at the art? Well, so what the plan is for tonight, if I feel up to it, give me a second. I just wanna. I might regret doing what I'm about to do. That's got support for GPS mod. I might be able to nick it off that. Right, let's go and have a look at something. Yeah, see, I've got the Beware a Straw mod. But there is a conflict on it, and it's not working. So there is a conflict. I just can't be bothered at the moment to find the conflict. Right, let's see what that JCB has to offer. See, if I knew that was on there, I would have had that on the thing. And that's what I mean by, like, I've now decided I can't rely on that, the icon to turn up. And of course, it's pitch black, so you can't see jack. Would you say Construction Sim is worth getting? So all it does... Okay, so... It adds that. That's all it adds. Now, my next question would be, do you think, in real life, that control panel will be able to do GPS, or would you need to put an extra screen in? Because that's how much I go into realism with GPS. I've tried Googling it, and the Googling hasn't really given me an answer. Right, let's see what this brings, shall we? If I click GPS, nothing turns up. Tinted windows. Really, you can tint the windows. Grid warning signs and antennae. You have got an antennae. Doesn't add anything. 1, 2. Three adds 2 antennae. No, that's originally on there. If you can, I think it'd be really basic. Yeah, no, exactly what I was thinking. The amount of configurations on this thing. So that's where I'm at the moment. It's just, yeah. And then, of course, we got these that I've got kind of different options. Right. Let's go the next game day. And then I'm going to go probably take half an hour to an hour break. Really, mate? Can you also ask him how realistic is it? Because you may not know this. To... literally, so say because this is the issue I've got at the moment, and no one's about to give me a direct answer. So if I buy, for instance, hey Enzo, if I, for instance, buy this at 205 horsepower, how realistic is it for me then just to go, oh, you know what, I'll just do that and whack out the 245? Is it a case of just plugging a computer in and upgrading? So if you could find that out. Right, let's go the next game day, 5 AM, and see where we're at. And see how much money we've got or not got, should we say. Computer chip. Yeah, that's how they do it. It's a chip, computer chip. Right, okay. So it is realistic just to whack and upgrade. Okay. Here we go, chat. Here we go. Right, if we're doing straw, let's go to 7:30, I think. We have enough money to do the Massey as well, but I'm not going to at the moment. If you know the right people. That's called chip tuning, isn't it? Well, that'll do. We'll go to 8 AM because that'll do for bailing. And nothing in the store. Right, how much are them JCBs? The one with that. How much was it? For a basic. 289. And get the icon for that. So some farmers get their tractors go quicker. Go faster stripe, isn't it? Right. I might be back on in about 30 minutes to an hour, but if I am, it won't be Farm Sim. And that'll do for tonight for Farm Sim. Thank you for tuning in. And Enzo, I'm sorry I'm running. Yeah, you got that on your van. Yeah. Go faster stripe. That's fine, I said. Keep your ears open. I might be back on in half an hour to an hour. I might try and run from some dinosaurs. And never know, I might get you into Ark Survival Ascended. But that's where I am at the moment with the game. I'm literally at the point where... right, I want to log out. Yeah, I don't know if you can... Right, watch this. I'm on full screen. I'll show you what I mean by the thing. And that's run out of juice. And needs to be charged. So let me grab this one. Like if I do that... See? And if I then do... If I then do that, you see? If I grab that, put it in the right place, illuminate enough things behind me, you see? That's exactly what I mean. But it's little things like that. But no. Right. Let's click end and see if I can raid.